It is finally here. After a long wait, the 32nd Olympic Games are actually happening this summer. But Tokyo 2020 will be unlike any games we've seen before. Here's why. Tokyo 2020 was postponed and rescheduled because of the COVID-19 pandemic. The postponement has cost an estimated £2.5 billion. The Olympic Games have never been postponed or cancelled for anything apart from war, with the 1916, 1940 and 1944 Games all being called off because of the First and Second World Wars. Obviously, the biggest changes are all to do with COVID-19. No spectators will be allowed to watch the events in the Tokyo stadiums following a surge in cases of the Delta variant. Japan has declared a coronavirus state of emergency for the capital that will run throughout the event. That means public viewings of the games have been cancelled. Restaurants and bars will even be asked to stop serving alcohol. In short, a lot. International competitors will be tested before departure and as they arrive in the country, while in Japan they need to stay in their bubbles and not mix with locals. They will then be regularly tested for COVID. The iconic Olympic torch relay has already been drastically affected by the COVID rules. It's been diverted from busy areas, with multiple athletes pulling out over fears about drawing crowds that could help spread the pandemic. Yay! Putting the pandemic to one side for a moment, there are some exciting changes coming to Tokyo 2020. We have 5 new sports: surfing, skateboarding, baseball, softball, karate, and sports climbing. The Games will also see skateboarder Sky Brown become Britain's youngest summer Olympian. She'll be 13 years and 11 days old when she competes in Tokyo.
It means the world to me. It's gonna be really fun, and I'm excited to represent Team GB.
Team GB is sending its largest team ever for an overseas Olympics. For the first time in history, there are more female than male athletes competing.
It will be a time where there will be more females on the TV at any one time than you'll ever see. And I just think that is such a brilliant thing for the younger generation coming through.
Tokyo 2020 will also see the first transgender athlete competing. Laurel Hubbard was selected for New Zealand's weightlifting team after meeting all the requirements set out by the IOC for trans athletes. Tokyo 2020 has become a controversial subject across the country. According to the Nikkei newspaper, 63% of the Japanese public are opposed to holding the Games. Critics say bringing an estimated 90,000 athletes, officials, journalists and other workers into Japan isn't the best idea in a pandemic.
そういう問題全然無視して、専門家の助言も無視して、開催をしようとしている。これはやっぱり注意しなきゃいけないと思います。
Japan has handled the coronavirus better than most, but some fear this could be unravelled by hosting the Games. But all the complaints and protests have not changed the organisers' minds, with one senior Olympic official saying the only thing that will stop these Games is Armageddon.